Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Everybody say it. Somebody say it. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Appreciate y'all for tapping in this morning. Appreciate everybody. Give yourself a round of applause, man. I do really appreciate y'all for pulling up. As y'all can see, man, we running into some technical issues this morning. Wanted to go mobile, man. Wanted to go mobile. I like the mobile lives. But looks like studio is calling. So before we jump into the conversation today, y'all can see the title, man. Plenty of stuff to talk about, right? Plenty of things to talk about this morning when it comes to the Smook Scoop. The Smook Scoop here on the Coach Smook morning show. And tonight, usually y'all know members, y'all know, y'all probably like, dang, he giving our stuff away. Nah, this I still got my members only content that I'm gonna put out around this. This is the early stages. This is to get you all in the know for those that don't want to invest $3 to stay ahead of news when it comes to Alabama football. But some breaking and developing topics and rumors and conversation happening around the former Alabama defensive coordinator, now I guess you could say staff analyst at Jacksonville State, Jeremy Pruitt. This has been a recurring storyline that's popped up, you know, from time to time throughout the coaching transition post Coach Saban, and now we have confirmation, real confirmation from our sources, not no message boards, not no crazy noise. I talked with my brother, well, I didn't talk with Kareem, but I went into the Discord locker room. And I don't know if y'all saw the link posted. I think the link was posted at probably like 7 this morning. I was talking about this yesterday evening once we got done with our live, but this morning had like a 10-minute conversation. And I asked the personnel that I was talking to, and mind you, this is someone that's a part of one of the major boosters, one of the major organizations that contribute to the Alabama's funding, staff, the board of trustees, all of that. And this is a conversation and confirmation has been made, that contact has been made with Coach Jeremy Pruitt with the new ruling surrounding his situation. And if you all have not been following the story, I think this is about 5 years running now, this situation regarding Jeremy Pruitt. So we're going to keep a close eye on it, but I'm gonna discuss everything that I have on it thus far, and I'll get y'all informed and in tune with everything based off what Coach Smook know. And this is just for everybody. I don't care to making it a point that I'm breaking this first or anything like that, but I just want my community, the people that support this content, to be informed. And while we're here, I need everybody running likes up in the chat. Let me get my back office set up real quick. Like I said, give me a few seconds, y'all. We're gonna make sure we start the conversation at the 15-minute mark again. And we're only 12 subscribers away, chat. Y'all need y'all help getting us to that 4K mark. We are literally 12 freaking subscribers away. 12, man. That's 12 people we can get if you go and share right now. Coach Smook Network. If you share this live stream with this graphic and everything, I guarantee you we will reach that goal before the end of the day. I think we're able to do it. And I honestly think we can hit 5K before the end of the year. We got 15 days left in the year. I think we can hit 5K, chat. If I believe it, and I've seen it done before. I've seen us have 800, 900 subscribers in 2 days. So I am really praying and asking God to equip us to be able to take on the blessings that he's about to just pour on the Coach Smook Network and this community, man, as far as our growth. So before we get all the way into the conversation, I need y'all to run the likes up, man. I don't want to start talking about anything that I heard until we get at least 25 likes. We got over 30 people in the chat. We could have 25 likes right now. As a matter of fact, from now on, if you can do me a favor, and I'm asking for this because we don't beg for donations, we don't beg for money, but we will beg for some likes. If you could, every time you pop into the Coach Smook Network and you see us live, or if you're watching this post live, I need you to tap that screen, double tap the screen, double tap the like, or tap that thumbs up button and allow us to grow. Help us grow. You can help us grow by doing such. All right. So in today's topic of conversation, like I said, the Jeremy Pruitt rumors, my sources are picking up. They're saying it's a real thing. Contact has been made. So today's topics, we'll be talking about what we're hearing from trusted sources, and then how this why all of a sudden Jeremy Pruitt's there's an interest in getting Jeremy Pruitt on staff, how this could impact staff structure moving forward. We know that traditionally we've had, two defensive minds across from Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb. Chuck Morrell was a younger defensive mind, or as far as play calling, on his Washington staff, and he had Coach Ingles as an assistant defensive coordinator. And if you all know about Coach Ingles, he's very well known in recruiting, also just defensive line, linebacker development, and a great coach you want to have on your staff, very knowledgeable in the game. So maybe Kalen DeBoer trying to restructure their staff to get more so back on the line he was last year when he had Coach Hitzler and Coach Mo assisting Coach Womack on the defensive side. So I don't see Coach Womack moving anywhere anytime soon. Even if Jeremy Pruitt comes, I think their philosophies allow them to coexist. And then you get Coach Womack back in their full-time play calling situation. You talk about Coach Mo on his way out. Coach Shep has left the staff. Everybody's been asking about wide receiver coach replacement. I kind of gave my thoughts on that, and confirmation yesterday even showed just the transition, left seat, right seat type of transition happening in the coaching change for the wide receiver position. Shout out to Tyler Hughes and Coach Tony Gill with their collective effort in filling that position. And it looks as if the staff is not in a hurry to make a push to make another wide receiver coach hire. So a lot of things, a lot of information to talk about and report today. Jump in the comments, share your thoughts. Let me know what's your thoughts about Jeremy Pruitt. I said Ryan Pruitt. Thinking about Ryan Grubb and some things I'm talking about with Ryan Grubb. With some things I'm hearing about Ryan Grubb also. But yeah, this is not members only. Okay. Yo. So, you know what? I just got a new feature added, and we can actually schedule the live stream to go to members only at any time during the stream. So YouTube, y'all beware. We get to that we get to that 75 viewer mark and we don't have 50 likes, I might go members only, because my members really appreciate it. The members, y'all showed up. As a matter of fact, Jordan, I'm gonna give them an applause right now. Let's give the members a round of applause, man. As a matter of fact, let's give them a big round of applause, because the members showed up and you all's numbers on the stream yesterday. Oh my God, man. I can't thank y'all enough. Y'all really did y'all thing yesterday. So I truly appreciate y'all, man, for tapping in. And it's one of those things where people gonna doubt everything we put out because of how we have kind of ascended in this industry, right? People are going to continue to call us fake insiders and stuff. But tell for the members that do get to see this information and get privy to the information, tell these people how it feels to be ahead of the news. Like I saw Real Talk Bama. I don't know if he's in the live right now, but Real Talk Bama went on Andrew Bones, and I admire Andrew Bones. I respect him. Nothing negative to say about the work that he does when it comes to Bama recruiting. And somebody had the balls to go on his tweet and retweet my post about the transfer, the JUCO transfer that we signed in this class. 2 days when he announced his offer, I had already knew, and I put it out straight up. Bama picking up LinkedIn corners, DBs, and still getting quality guys, rangy guys, basically is what I said in a tweet. And I said, great pickup, not offer, great pickup, meaning we already knew. I said it straight up. I didn't, no cryptic tweet or nothing. Nobody paid attention to it. And Andrew Bone comes out and puts breaking next to it. Alabama has signed such and such, late signee. And I'm like right now, Corey Glover said, your boy Cotton cooking up a breaking news short as we speak. Of course, because he's seen me post about this Jeremy Pruitt news. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all gotta, stop letting these jokers get by, man. Y'all gotta start lighting them up. Hey, listen, chat. For real, man. We gotta stop letting them get by, man. Way Outside crew is funny. I don't even care to go get in the back and forth with them. I had a little respect for one of them. I can't even read, but I seen some group messages, DMs and stuff. They in group text on Twitter, 25 deep, talking about Coach Smook, them and Piano Man and some of the other wannabes. I don't have no respect for folks like that, man. They be funny. They see me go live or they'll see me push something out, and they have their group of people that kind of promote their stuff with intent, right? They'll wait for something that I post or some of the other knowledgeable, actually connected sources post, and they'll kind of create their own twist and turn on the narrative. But I mean, that's what the industry is, chat. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, at least try to hide your method. Try to hide the fact that you watching my stuff, right? Literally, they talk about my show every day in their group text chat. Every day. They talk about something that I said on my show every day. I get screenshots, and they still haven't figured out the mode. Shout out to the mode, man. You know who you are. Hey, you know what? It'd be funny because I know they watching now, even on Twitter. My mole, if you nah, I ain't gonna do that. Look, I'm gonna leave them alone. That's not what we came here for. We came here to talk about the breaking news, man. So a lot of Alabama fans, your heart rates are speeding up. You guys are excited with the report. When I say something about it, it's got to have some legs to it. So there are some legs to this story with Jeremy Pruitt, and we're going to get into the conversation here at the 15-minute mark. But before we get into it, man, we just got to give a shout out to our sponsors, man. Walk-Ons. Shout out to Walk-On Sports Bistro for supporting the Coach Smook Network, sponsoring us, helping us reach another level, giving us another level of reach. Shout out to the 75 in the chat on YouTube. Continue to run the likes up. And if you have a Walk-On Sports Sports Bistro in your area, please go make a visit and tell them Coach Smook sent you, man. Tell them Coach Smook sent you. Tell them to put you in the game with the voodoo shrimp and grits. That's my favorite. Y'all not gonna get me caught up again on this talking about Walk-Ons and how good their food is. But y'all go check out Walk-Ons, man. We appreciate y'all for supporting. Check us out.
When you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk On's is your go-to for good times. Craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Let's get it, chat. All right, so as I said, man, a little Smook scoop. Shout out to our new member, man. BTO, or what's that say? D205 boy. Is that what it say? D205 boy. I said T. D205 boy. Appreciate you for becoming a member of the AAA family, y'all. I appreciate y'all, man, for spreading the word, for getting into the members only videos and leaving comments. We comment on post lives. I appreciate that, man. So here at the 15-minute mark, well, 17-minute mark after our commercial, man. We got people. Man, hold on, y'all. I got to do this 1 second. Give me 1 second. Darius, ain't no reason for you to be here. You got 1 minute. We're going to give Darius 1 minute to pay his due right now. If we don't have it in 1 minute, man, once again. So that's all we need to hear from Darius. Give him 1 minute, Megan. I see you. Good job. See, my mods, they not playing with him. They're not playing with him. I appreciate it. We already got the voodoo shrimp and grits tangent yesterday. Listen, man, let me have my moment, bro. Let me have my moment, producer. Hey, Jordan, ain't you supposed to be in the back producing right now? Yeah, I thought you was producing today. Somebody get Jordan in the right spot. He in the chat. He need to be in the back with Mary J producing right now. Get in the back, Jordan. We need you. Mary J, get Jordan. Get Jordan acting up. Yeah, Darius got notifications set and everything, but can't pay his bet. All right, anyways, the rumors around Jeremy Pruitt. I want to talk about it. I'm here to talk about it. My sources have not steered me wrong. And when I say they have not steered me wrong from day one, this is the same group of people that when I was on Bama Football on YouTube and I started bringing up the topics around Ryan Williams decommitting from Alabama before it happened, right? And then I started speaking on why the visits would be canceled after he made the visit to Alabama. You all were watching me live as I was on the phone while Ryan Williams was at Alabama doing his photo shoot. You all saw the live. You all remember when Coach Shep in the back was talking with Senior, and Senior was like, man, this going to be the best offense we ever seen. Y'all remember all of that. So ever since then, I've been in this circle, and they have not steered me wrong. I don't care the name drop or any that they've asked to be, not be mentioned. But this personnel and their family, right? They are at every Yay Alabama, every Red Elephant meeting, every Coach Saban, Nick's Kids Foundation meeting. They live in Alabama and they live to support the university. And their name, I mean, I don't know if y'all saw my picture with the athletic director, A.D. Byrne, right? I don't think y'all seen. I don't know if y'all saw that, but the gentleman that I've been connected to was in that same area. We all were having a conversation. My brother Rico, videographer, he was there. He couldn't attest to this. We were having a lengthy conversation, and we knew back Vanderbilt. I want to say Vanderbilt game, Oklahoma game. I want to say it was either Vanderbilt or Oklahoma game. One of the games I went to, whether Coach Shep news was brought up, and immediately that Monday morning, I started talking about coaching changes. And then what happens a few days or a few weeks later, or well, not even a few weeks later, I would say probably the following week, you see more platforms start talking about coaching changes and rumors, right? And then 2 weeks ago, boom, all these moves start happening. Coach, the board's getting targeted. Coach Shep goes to Oregon State. Coach Mo's out the door. Assistant defensive back Coach Jones is being shopped as possibly taking a job somewhere. Like, all of these coaches are getting, all of these stories are coming out now. So stay with the Coach Smook Network, and I promise you will always be ahead. Nothing won't become everything won't be as surprising when the rest of the Bama fan base catches wind. Shout out to the 79 in chat on YouTube. We need one more like to hit our 50 likes of the day. Appreciate y'all. We just hit it. Appreciate y'all 100%, man. 100% to the AAA family. So Jeremy Pruitt to Alabama, what does that look like? How does that impact the staff. What does that mean? Are we not confident in our defense? Are we seeing a Kane Womack exit? I don't think any of those things are a factor in this moment. Right now, you have Coach Roach on this staff who's coming to a point in his career where elevation is expected, right? Coach Roach has done a great job in recruiting. He's done a great job in defensive line development. You see the guys that have come in through Alabama at the defensive line, edge rusher position that have been under his tutelage and gone to the NFL. A lot of those guys go off to the league and have extensive careers. Well, there's always been rumors year in and year out because of Coach Roach's ability to recruit. He's always going to be targeted. Now, with Jeremy Pruitt move, I think that's more so of getting a balance of the terminology, not necessarily terminology, the anatomical makeup of what the linebacker room needs, right? The new age linebacker that Kane Womack is ushering in, that hybrid breed with the mentality of what Jeremy Pruitt brought to that room, or even I could see Jeremy Pruitt getting back active with the safeties. You know, the way that the safety room has been developed, if you can somehow keep Coach Jones, if Coach Mo makes that full transition, if you can somehow keep Coach Jones there and have Pruitt there as a defensive assistant, you don't necessarily have to put him in a position. And you definitely not going to give up the take away the play calling responsibilities from Kane Womack, the job he's done. You're talking about defense after week 1 was in the bottom half of the country and has continued to ascend as far as defensive efficiency stats. The only bad game that the defense has had outside of Florida State was against Georgia on the road in Athens. Even the matchup in the SEC championship wasn't on the defense. A lot of favorable field position for Georgia put them in position to score early, and the offense was inefficient, keeping the defense on the field too long. These are things that we dealt with last year, you know, with an ineffective offense. So Jeremy Pruitt could come and right the ship. We know he has some special teams experience. Maybe bring him on in that facet of being the special teams coach, but still having his hands in development on the defensive side. There are a lot of possibilities when you bring a staffer on with that type of experience, because usually a move like that is to just get him back into the swing of coaching, the day-to-day, and you're possibly setting him up for an in-house promotion or setting him up for a transition out to another head coaching coordinator type of position after this. Anointed Gaming says them linebackers will get back to coming downhill and not sitting and wait and bring back the action mode of the linebackers play. I disagree. I think we are, and I got a question. I got a poll in the chat, and I want y'all responses. I see everybody's happy about this, and I love when Bama fans do this. I love when you all, we need to go get a Lane Kiffin. We need to go get Sarkisian. We need to go get Jeremy Pruitt. We need to go get this, that, and the third. Glenn Schumann. We need to go get Dan Lannon. When Coach Saban retired, all of these different, we need to go get people. And I'm looking at what their philosophies and things are doing on the other sides or wherever their class, where they're freaking coaching at right now. Shout out to my TikTok viewers. I'm sorry, real quick. We got some crazy numbers on TikTok right now. Thank my brother Antonio Snell, man, for the, how many gifts? 12 gifts already in the stream over there on TikTok. We appreciate you, my brother. And shout out to, is this who I think it is? Is this Tina? It's Chrissy? Oh my God. One of my high school classmates, man. She know who she is. If you still in the chat on TikTok, I appreciate you for the 50 gifts. I mean, she a diehard Bama fan. That's mainly the reason why we even started talking. We was both diehard Bama fans. I was an athlete in high school, man. That's my good to see you, girl. 50 GGs in the chat. Thank you for that, y'all. Give it up for her. And then my YC, he hopped over from the TikTok side over to the YouTube side. Let me see where his comments at. There you go. What's up, Joey? Good to see you, my boy. Good to see you. Inside joke for me and my little youngin', my YC right there. 85 in the chat. Let's get these likes up. It's free. The likes are free, y'all. We ain't asking y'all to donate, but if you want to donate, take the opportunity to donate right here on the Coach Smook Network. We have Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. Our Cash App QR code is up there in the top, should be top right-hand corner, maybe left-hand corner of your screen, maybe right-hand corner. Y'all see it on the screen. If you're watching on your TV, scan it, or exclamation mark Cash App in the chat, in the YouTube chat, and it'll bring up a link to support and donate. And if you want to do through PayPal, we got the PayPal QR link right there. I'm not gonna pick a side this time. I'm just gonna point to it because I see that I'm pointing to it now. So you want to support that way, please do so by doing such. And then also Venmo at Coach Smook Network on Venmo, and you will see our donation link there. And don't forget to check out our merch too. Merch QR code is up on the screen. Again, I'm going to point because I'm not going to tell you which side of the screen to look to because I don't know which side it's on. It's confusing sometimes. Y'all don't see what I see. You get what I'm saying? So the merch, man, go check it out. Coach Smook Network. We got Put Me in the Game Coach merch. We got the Scoop Boogie shirts, Scoop Boogie hoodies, I think are out. I think they're up. Scoop Boogie hoodies are up. I got to check with that. Make sure we got some new stuff popping off for the New Year's. Smook, love that background. Roll Tide, brother. Friday is looming. It sure is. Bama boy Davis is in the chat. Appreciate you for pulling up, my little brother. Pulling up again, man. We got a lot of people tapping in, some faces and names I haven't seen in a while. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. So, continue the conversation, man. Jeremy Pruitt, what does it look like if he adds to the staff? We talked about that, the staff structure. And what does this say about the direction of Alabama football? Where are we headed? That's the topic. Where are we headed? If Jeremy Pruitt is a realistic hire, where are we headed as far as recruiting? Because let's be honest, and I can't speak for former players that were recruited by Jeremy Pruitt, but Pruitt is a tough person to play for, right? And his mentality, I think he's dealing with some of the same things that Kirby Smart dealt with in his transition as a head coach. You know, getting out of that mindset of, you know, there's only one structure. Kirby Smart has developed a culture at Alabama and is really player driven. A lot of the energy and the tenacity and the toughness that they have is self-driven, is locker room player driven. If we can get Jeremy Pruitt to come on this staff in that facet, to bring that mentality back along with some of what Coach Womack does on more so, I think you need more of those energy coaches on the defensive side, right? That preach the physicality aspect and do all of that. Like I do truly believe a presence like Jeremy Pruitt, somebody who's shown that he can adjust his schematic approach to the game when it comes to play calling. A 3-4 nickel, a 3-4 nickel type mind or tree defensive coordinator comes from that tree. 3-4 nickel, 4-3 nickel, right? Utilizing the linebackers in space more. That's what you got from him. So how would that mesh with if he's added to the defensive staff? And I don't think he would get lowballed or shortchanged in getting like a grad assistant job at Alabama. Now, would he take it? I think he would. I think Jeremy Pruitt would take any position at Alabama at this point. I truly believe there's a future for Jeremy Pruitt to stay behind the scenes on this staff. And if I feel like Jeremy Pruitt would be the fail-safe hire for Alabama. Now, with the reason why we're paying so much attention to it, because there's a recent story broken by AL.com, and I want to say my boy Matt Stahl broke it from AL.com. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in over here so y'all can see it. AL.com, Matt Stahl, associate with Nick Kelly. Somebody that like when I want to verify some information or a story that's out there, I can if you all don't follow Nick Kelly on Twitter or any of his stuff, like I don't promote other Bama syndicates that don't do legit work. Nick Kelly does his work. He does his homework. He's not I guess you could say an agenda type of media reporter. He's going to get the real and he's going to have some factual statistics to back it. So shout out to Matt Stahl, colleague of Nick Kelly. He says former Alabama defensive coordinator Jeremy Pruitt can coach again, at least temporarily. A DeKalb County judge granted Pruitt a temporary injunction against the NCAA, preventing the organization from enforcing its show cause ban. So temporarily, if Alabama right now, because of this injunction, and this story was released, I want to say yesterday at 11:54 a.m., and that's right after our live. And I told y'all we were talking about this yesterday. We were actually talking about it before the live was over with, the morning, well, before this story got put out. So And when these things started coming out, guys, we immediately started asking, would there be any contact? We have confirmation that there has already been contact. There has been basically the alumni, the boosters, and the people that are part of the athletic director staff, the housing staff, the management staff. They have been monitoring Jeremy Pruitt's situation since before Saban's retirement. There was a push on our agenda. Hold on one second. Y'all gotta keep praying for you, boy. We gotta get a new chair, man. We gotta get one of them gaming chairs. I'm losing hydraulics, man. Putting them too many booty hours on the chair, chat. I gotta get right. We gonna get this new gaming chair, so hopefully we win it. We in a competition right now, so y'all gotta help your boy by liking, sharing, and subscribing on all the platforms, following on all the platforms. That's how we're going to get the gaming chair. Free gaming chair on the way. Levi Chick, happy Tuesday to you. Good to see you in the chat. My guy Mitchell sending 130 gifts, man. 130 gifts on TikTok. Appreciate the love, man. Y'all give it up for that guy Mitchell. Much love. Roll Tide, my YC. Hey, but I look at it and I say, Jeremy Pruitt, the situation has been monitored by the Alabama staff since before the Saban transition. So it's not like it would be a surprising move to get him on staff. My thing is, how does it affect what your vision is going forward? I think of all the former staffers, and I don't want Jeremy Pruitt to come on as a play caller. I think Kane Womack has shown us his ability to adjust, make the right play calls. He's put the defense in some favorable positions for, all but maybe one game this season, right? Even against Georgia. I think personnel mishandling is a huge thing, but that's one thing you're going to get with Jeremy Pruitt. Ding, ding, ding. Somebody give me some siren on that one. Or a horn. We could do a horn. I'll say this. Jeremy Pruitt might be on staff, right? And that mentality could come and correct some of the personnel mishandling that we've seen at points, right? Yeah, booty hours don't get too bad. But we can see maybe, hey, roll the right linebacker out there. This guy having a hard time, roll the right guy out there. He might be that coach that can identify that. Speaking of which, we need to see something like that on the offensive side. There's a lot of depth to be utilized in the wide receiver room, and there's been a lot of opportunities. Even okay, I'll say this, chat. I know I'm tough on Ty Simpson, but I go back and I look at the pass that Jeremy Bernard. I think Jalen Mbakwe makes that catch. As far as Ty Simpson led Jeremy Bernard on that pass, I think Jalen Mbakwe makes that catch. I think Cole Adam might have a better chance at making that catch. Latier Brooks, in particular on that play, I think he makes that catch. Just a different speed, and if you had somebody that had that tough mentality to not play favorites. And yes, it was the first drive. You usually don't see the first group come out, but you start identifying, like, everybody keeps talking about, let's help Ty Simpson. Well, that's the way that we can help him. Personnel, in general. Just, you got a deep shot. He's been overthrowing them. Put your burners out there. Make the defense respect it. Make them cover them. Make them bracket them, whatever they got to do. And when they do that, you create a space underneath to do what he wants to do anyways, is that check it down. 5 to 9 yards. That's what he wants to do. So I think you bring in guys like that to fix that, because clearly our coordinators, and I'm not going to say clearly, I think Kane Womack, because of his second year with the personnel, he has a little bit more continuity, and he can kind of pick spots where he can call down and be like, hey, give me Lee for this set, or give me the Kai, give me Green, Lawson, and let's get our cheetah personnel in. We're not going to go package, but we're going to go cheetah personnel. We're going to get all three of our inside linebackers on the field. We're going to house the D-line. We're going to lighten up on the D-line. Give me that. I think Kane Womack has done that a lot better this year, right? Minus the Deshaun Jones saga, the first 6 weeks, 7 weeks, however long that lasted. But outside of that, I think Kane Womack has handled personnel very well. I think on the other side, and this is what my sources have told me, people I talk to, Ryan Grubb truly handles what personnel get on the field, especially wide receivers and running backs. Like, that's where he wants to have control. And I've seen times where Rico Scott has been pulled back to throw Ryan Williams on the field, and you see a missed block. like mishandling personnel makes it can impact the game, especially in the playoffs. So hopefully hiring Jeremy Pruitt amps us up to give another hire on the offensive side with Jamarcus Shepard leaving. Maybe you don't come in and bring somebody actually to develop and coach the offense, but you might have a personnel assistant to help you. Let's see. I think we got us a direct donor. Let me see. Oh snap! We got a direct donor chat. Let me put it on the screen and make sure we updating these banners, Mary J. I'm gonna make sure I get the list out here on our next commercial break at the 45-minute mark. Shout out to my guy, and I'm gonna do the applause here. Or Jordan, you can get the applause ready on the sounds. Shout out to Miles Smith, man, for the $5 direct dono here on the Coach Smook Network, the Coach Smook Network PayPal. Thank you for that, Miles. And like I said, we greatly appreciate each and every direct donation, super chat. If y'all want those links to donate, come over to the YouTube chat and the links, !PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo will be provided to you in the chat. You can click that link and donate however you want. Make sure you put a note with it. You know, put me in the game, coach, or something. Appreciate the gifts on TikTok too. I see y'all continuing to run them up, big homie. Mikey says Jalen Hale, Bot, Cole Adams, plenty of others. Facts. I mean, Jalen Hale to me is more of a deep threat than Jeremy Bernard. Now, if you in a drive, you got your 2-minute drive going, you got tempo going. Jeremy Bernard can create some plays. You want him. I think he's more of a slot receiver than Ryan Williams. He benefits from playing out the slot more than Ryan Williams. And somebody made a point on the phone line the other day. And for Ryan Williams' defense, I think he's more of a boundary receiver. You don't want him trying to make physical plays. He's just not. That's not who he is. That's not his mentality. I understand trying to develop that and add that to his arsenal, but do not keep him in that phase to where he's totally exempt from the game. He's no impact. He's not impacting the game right now. Ryan Williams is not impacting the game or is not being a game-changing asset like he's capable of being because of where we have him positioned. So I will give you all that. But at the same time, even though you're in these positions that's not favorable to your skill set, when the ball touches your hands, you have to catch the ball. Rico Scott, tough catch. Cole Adams, tough catch this season. Jeremy Bernard had some drops, but he's also had a lot of tough catches. Lacier Brooks, Derek Meadows. Take away the illegal hit, that's a tough catch. To give your body up and go and catch that ball, which was a testy ball. It wasn't a bad ball, it was testy, one of those ones you worry about. He didn't set him up. Derek Meadows, young receiver, catches the ball, doesn't, protect himself coming down. And he's going to learn from that. But when I talk about personnel mishandling the personnel, that's what we want to see. We want to see opportunities for guys. Let me get in the comments real quick. Let me see if we got some star comments in the back. I'm going to scroll through them real quick. I remember Pruitt being a great recruiter. We just lost a few coaches, so I say bring him in for the low before someone else does. I think if anybody goes after Jeremy Pruitt right now, they'll be throwing too much on his plate. He won't, and based off of the narrative around the opportunities when Alabama were kind of in support of his legal situation, right? Trying to support it, monitoring it, had some resources available for him. And Derek Clay, appreciate the follow over there on TikTok, man. We appreciate you 100%. Give him applause over there on TikTok. We going crazy on TikTok as far as the followers, man. Give him a hand. I appreciate you. So I say bring him in for the low before someone else does. I think Pruitt, wherever he goes, he wants to be in a role where he can kind of get his feet back with. Jackson State is not somewhere where he's getting his feet where he can't be involved in recruiting. Until that ruling yesterday, he couldn't really do nothing. Just paperwork pushing, gathering analytics, maybe behind the door conversation about some things that he see, but nothing truly involving with the team. Well, now with this NCAA injunction being released, he has that ability, and now there's a lot more value behind him. I think Alabama is definitely his place of choice. I know Nick Saban is somebody that he reaches out to when it comes to advice. And I know if Nick Saban has a hand in it, we'll see Jeremy Pruitt. We'll see Jeremy Pruitt on staff before the end of the season. Before the next season kicks off. I say not before the end of the season because we are in a one and done situation. So maybe they're able to get the deal done or get something worked up before the national championship. I think we're going to make a push too, y'all. We're going to talk about that later on in our show later. Pruitt got to stay away from the recruiting process. Can't have no violations. You know what? What Pruitt got in trouble for is legal now. It's kind of like people that are serving time for cannabis, possession of marijuana right now. Now you got marijuana legal in 38 of the 50 states, and people in those states still have convictions and things on their record, tainting their record for possession of something that's now legal. I understand at the time it was illegal, but there should be some type of an incentive to, hey, this shouldn't hold him from progressing in life anymore. We legalized it. This happened before. You get caught somewhere else illegal with it. Now you got some substantial things to follow you. But I think Pruitt now, with the way that money is being thrown around, the very thing he got in trouble for is legal now. So you let a guy that knows how to go in the room and talk like that get on your staff. You don't have to have him as a play caller. I don't want to change our defense. I think this is a new wave. And remember, Pruitt can recruit. Think he's not ready to get back to coaching, going to mean trouble for the rest of the league. I don't think he's ready to get back in a play calling situation, chat. I think he needs to be around it. He can advise. He needs to get acquainted to the language, personnel. This is a new age of players he's being in contact with. He's been out of touch for the collegiate game for 5 years. Think about how much has changed in the past 5 years. And everybody you're wrong, man. Jeremy Pruitt came from Saban. Man, look at Schumann and that defense. Look how long it takes the Glenn Schumann defense under Kirby Smart to get rolling and to start showing up. And then look at a lot of their stats and statistics, the things that's happening. Georgia had a favorable schedule when it came to the offenses they played. A struggling Florida. They got the best of Texas, who was beat up. Who else is on Georgia's schedule? Did they play at Kentucky? Auburn offense, this defense, they benefited from playing some shaky offenses throughout the season. And offenses that could compete with them and match up with them, they struggled. Tennessee pushed them to the limit, right? So I'm not too big on those Saban philosophies carrying over into the new age of college football. We saw Saban's DBs get smoked for the last 4 or 5 years of Saban tenure. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about when we talk about bringing that philosophy, the mentality? Let's bring the mentality. We can do without the philosophy and the scheme. Question, Smook, we have Shepard coaching the receivers, or had. We like Coach Shepard, but a lot of our studs underperforming. What's the thoughts on why? I think Coach Shepard he's a complete receiver coach. Like, you can't just be a one-hit wonder or one-trick pony. And I think that's why you see Ryan Williams struggling. But think about it. Ryan Williams is the only one truly struggling as far as progressing in the big parts of wide receiver development, becoming a complete receiver. If you want to just be a deep threat, okay, you'll have your spots. If you just want to be a jet sweep or motion player, quick non-screen player, you'll have your spots. But I think Coach Shep has tried to force to completely develop complete wide receiver personnel, kind of like what he was privy to at Washington. You didn't necessarily have a burner. You didn't necessarily have a route specialist. You had your jump ball guy. You had 2 of those on that roster, but the rest of those receivers, the skill set was basically like you can basically pluck any receiver and get similar skill sets. With his recruiting, right, over the past 2 years, the assets that came over in the portal, the guys that he lost, I think Coach Shep got stuck in the middle of trying to find a true identity for his new wide receiver room. And we didn't see the full thing develop. You saw a lot of similarities start to go across that wide receiver room now. You see a lot more physicality in the run blocking from majority of the wide receivers. The route running, right? Releases are a lot more consistent. Less confusion in concepts. Not a lot of receivers running into each other downfield or ending up in the same areas. So I think he transitioned in the middle of a phase. We always talk about giving these coaches at least that 24 months, 18 to 24 months to really see what they're made of. Well, that would have been around the fall or around January, springtime. We would have been able to see, what type of development Coach Shep is really done for developing wide receivers. So at this point, I think from a recruiting aspect is unmatched, the type of relationship building that he does. Development, numbers wise, we can't truly evaluate it. You look at the quarterback situation for the past 2 years. Ty Simpson was supposed to be a part of the next phase of what we're going to get from the wide receivers. Yes, the quarterback. We got to get somebody that can give these guys some serious opportunities. I think if Ryan Williams catches that ball that Ty Simpson threw against Georgia, that first deep ball, the one that he dropped, Best ball Ty Simpson thrown all season. Ryan Williams catches that. We see a different type of production. That one deep ball shot would have created a different type of momentum for the rest of the season for this offense, in my personal opinion. So, Jerm only concern is the Lord. Don't see him having fun no more. What? I see the young man working hard and playing through a lot of hurt, a lot of aches and pains. What you mean I see him having fun? They having fun. They just been in tough games. Staying focused. Let's see. Frank White Jr. That was, like Coach O said, they used to sneak in the back door with the cash and they can walk through the front door. Facts. Coach O ain't lying when he said that. Well, my boy Frank White, that's what. Okay, that was him. I know you asked that because you want me to say something in support of Ryan Williams, but hey, the boy got to catch the ball. If it touch your hands, you got to catch the ball. Shout out to my big sister / auntie Sydney. The $2 super chat. She said, belt to the A to the soonest. Belt to the A to the soonest. I like that. Belt to the A to the soonest. Belt to A to the soonest. Roll, tie, roll. Hey, Smook. Hey, bud. I know when she get on the line, it's, hey, bud. Ben don't break defenses the way it is now. You got it. Hey, Mitchell, I'm glad you said that. Shout out to Mitchell on TikTok, man, with that comment, man. That's a bomb right there. Ben, but don't break defense. If you look at the dominant defenses right now, they get pressure late in games, but for the most part, first, second, third, early in the third quarter, these are bend but don't break defenses. And against good offenses, like not just, subpar offenses. We're talking about good offenses. You bend but don't break. That's what you got to live by in this day and age. And there's nothing wrong with that. The point is to keep them out the end zone. Keep them out the end zone. When you got teams, settling for 3 on 5 of 7 drives and they got 15 points in 7 drives, that's good. That's good. That means you're giving your offense an opportunity to make plays. Did it Miro hit deep ball? Ty has overthrown. Did it Miro hit deep ball? Ty has overthrown, but some drops. If we connect on these, that'll slow down the rush and pressure. 100%. Because now you can't get extravagant when your quarterback is just lighting you up. You gotta commit more assets to the coverage on the back end. And when you do that, it opens it up. It opens up the whole offense, right? Defensively, though, I think bringing Pruitt on, man, you probably see a different mentality and aggression of play calling. I think that's one thing I do think we thrived in when Jeremy Pruitt was there. The pressures, the way we pressured the ball. Even when he was at Tennessee never had like top 10 defenses, but they always were among the top in pressures and sacks under Jeremy Pruitt. So they got these jerseys at Walmart. I always wanted number 1, all of them $29.95. They what? Will Shane said they got these jerseys at Walmart. I always wanted number 1, all of them $29.95. They don't go on clearance. What? They be like that. Him on the one jersey, all he ever got. So what you talking about, man? What is he talking about, chat? Folks didn't say anything. What they say? What they say? What's happening? You think the drops are mental or could Shep done better? What? Wait, timeout. Anointed Gaming, what? Wait, I gotta stop the music on that. Chat. What are you... Rewrite that. I want to give you a chance. I don't want nothing to be done right now. If y'all could hold off for 2 seconds on comments. Anointed Gaming 3-1. Can you please rewrite that? And Jordan, when you see his comment, can you please put it back on the screen for me so I can make sure I didn't read it wrong? Maybe I'm seeing something. Maybe, but Anointed Gaming, is this what you meant to say? You think the drops are mental or could Shep done better? Is that what you meant to ask me? And I'm gonna end the poll. We got 88 votes on the poll, 75 likes in the stream, 104 in the chat. I really want to give him a chance to, like, for real, chat. What are we doing? Listen to what he said. All right. I don't think he want to ask it because I think he know. Finally made it off. What's up, Jarvis? Good to see you. But, I mean, do you think the drops are mental? Yes. Could Coach Shep have done better? Bro, you can't be serious, man. What more can he do as far as telling the player to catch the ball?
Oh, hell no.
Like, what are we even talking about, man? I don't know, man. We have to stop. You have to stop, Anointed Game. You have to stop. Anointed Game, you have to stop. You can't keep trying to make up these wild excuses for the lack of quarterback play. That's what you're getting at. That's what you're trying to insinuate. You want me to agree with enough of these BS points that you're trying to make in this chat live to help you in your argument that Todd needs more help? For Todd, for the 17 drops that we have on this season, let's be real. 11 or 12 of them are underthrown or late, and the other 6 are just straight up drops by Ryan Williams. Even the ones that went through Jeremy Bernard's hand and Ryan Williams' hand against Georgia and Auburn, those games, those were late balls. Those were late, underthrown. Stop it. This is the problem I have with our fan base. They be quick to blame the coaches and not the players. Jarvis, I'm right there with you, Jarvis. I have a huge problem with lack of player accountability with our fan base. So we looked at the poll, and I'm gonna give y'all the results, and then we're gonna come back and talk about it. I'm gonna open the phone line since y'all here. Y'all want to talk about the topic of conversation? If Pruitt comes back, and I need a banner for this, does Pruitt coming back help or hurt, or neither? This Alabama staff. 90% of you on 88 votes say it helps. 8% say neither. 2% says it hurts. I need somebody to call in and explain each one of those topics. I want to know how it helps when we open the phone lines. And then I want the next caller to talk about how it hurts us. And then after that, we'll see. I'll tell y'all my true honest feelings after that. Let's try to get 2 phone calls on the line today. Let's get that banner off the screen. And while we get ready to transition to our phone call segment, I want y'all to have a great opportunity to join this AAA family. I'm telling y'all, we are getting members daily. We're getting new subscribers daily. We are growing. We're taking advantage for opportunities as a network that'll possibly put you on the big screen. I know some of y'all want to have y'all moment on the big screen, and I'm one of those that like to put my community out there. So if you want to be a part of that, you want to be a part of the growth and supporting the Coach Smook Network, join the AAA family. And also shout out to our sponsors at Walk-On's Sports Bistro. We appreciate you for providing us a platform. We will have information for y'all tomorrow in regards to our live watch party this Friday for the game. So stay tuned for that also after these messages. Thank y'all for supporting. I'm your boy, Coach Smook, and this is how you get in the game with your boy, Coach Smook. Check it out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
When you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
I appreciate y'all. Hey, I don't know what's happening, so let me go out and I'm gonna do a quick reset. I'll be right back, chat.
You're talking about Jalen Miro and the Pips? The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Yo, welcome to the Coach Smook calling segment. Put me in the game calling segment. We got our first caller on the line. We got Zach on the line. Zach, what's up, man? You in the game with Coach Smook? Talk to me, brother.
Yes, what's good, Coach Smook?
Man, nothing much, man.
Yeah, I think Jeremy Pruitt could help Coach Walmart because with his knowledge, his defensive knowledge, it could bring a wrinkle to this defense that we could possibly throw at teams to catch them off guard, and not necessarily something that we have to throw at them all the time, but just to change it up a bit. When we're in like a big matchup or in a close game, tight game late, and we need that one key stop, we could just throw a little wrinkle at them, to change the momentum of the game.
Facts. And I'm looking at some of the comments, man. I think if Pruitt is here, in game, I don't get how, and I'm just thinking defensively. I don't get how he would help this staff. I'm looking at the linebacker recruits the last 2 years. You're talking about Luke Metz, Duke Johnson, Abdul Sanders Jr., Justin Hill, QB Reese from the 24 class stayed with Womack. Chuck Burrell has come into into Bama staff and made his footprint felt. I don't think it hurts or helps Alabama, other than the fans being happy about it. But outside of that, it doesn't. I don't think it affects anything. The way that the defense is trending upward, the housing of defensive players at Alabama is trending upward. You're talking about every day. Last week we talked about a few names that we thought about hitting the portal, but
the more I talk about prep and we get conversations about prep this week, guys are still dialed in. You're seeing the depth of rotation as guys get healthy. You're seeing a more realistic version of what we have available. And guys are getting opportunities that have been able to show flashes at points in time in the season. And I think it's going to be hard to bring in a guy to make what's happening and getting good at Alabama even better.
Right. And like I said, I can see all aspects, but if, just to debate with you, as we like to do on here, I can see it helping, I can see it hurting, I can see neither.
Yeah.
It just all depends on what we're bringing him in for, and where he would, and where would we put him if he came to the staff,
Facts. I think people are just kind of like, as always, they get overexcited about anything that could appease to the old school nature that would say Saban is in the house in some fashion. And I'm over it. I'm over the Saban era, man. I'm truly am. And I hate to be that person. And I appreciate it. I enjoyed it as a fan. But and for everybody that's trying to figure out what we're doing, I'm trying to get a way to get our TikTok chat up while we're on the phone. So TikTok, run the comments up, y'all. I had to bring it out. There we go. I had to bring it out so that we can let me fix the camera. Let me get it right. I had to bring it out, pop it out in a different window so we can have it. But TikTok, y'all post y'all questions there on the screen, and we'll be able to see them now. We found a new way to get y'all involved too. But Zach, like you're saying, man, I could see how it helps. I mean, it only helps to me, like baseline. It only helps with the fan base, fan approval. Everybody thinks they know what they're talking about, don't understand. Like that could be it can hurt. It can hurt the team just as much as it helps. You bring in another defensive-minded personnel, his idea of what the team needs to do, maybe bring some type of player support energy and kind of gets the players in the mind to rebel against the current coordinator because this is Jeremy Pruitt, the GOAT. Like he did this and this, and he coached under Saban. Now you got a conflict of interest there. And then also you can bring him there and it just be like what it is. He's just there. We have Butch Jones, a former head coach, very great offensive mind, good at as far as recruiting running backs, developing offensive line. Butch Jones was on staff under Coach Saban, never held an on-field position. So it wouldn't be crazy to just bring him there and just have that support or that mind. I mean, even I forget the coach we thought was going to be able to get an opportunity to be the defensive coordinator. He was on staff too. What's the the black gentleman's name? He was on staff with us for Coach Strong. A lot of people, I remember when Coach Strong was on staff as an analyst under Coach Saban. We thought that we were going to try to house him and not the committee, but the athletic director and the staff there, as far as personnel, I think they seen the importance of trying to get as far away from the Saban shadow as much. So Jeremy Pruitt having contact, I think is more so in this phase of what we seen from Clinton Dix coming back, what we seen from our boy Davis and Chapman, what we see from Duval, all those guys, former guys that were part of that era that kind of have that Bama standard instilled in them. We don't necessarily need their on-field input, but to protect and kind of keep a good sense of what needs to happen on a day-to-day as far as the standard, what's called of an Alabama person representing a player or staffer representing Alabama. I think Pruitt is somebody you bring on staff to help reignite that message, if anything. But outside of that, I'm not too big on making a heavy push to get Pruitt. I don't have no issues with our defense as far as how it's progressing, and I don't have a problem with how we're recruiting the linebacker or the secondary. So I just don't see it. Charlie Strong, that's who it was. Charlie Strong, appreciate that, Greg. But Zach, final thoughts, man. Jeremy Pruitt to Bama, good, bad, worse, and then your level of excitement. Final thoughts. Talk to me.
Yeah, I follow you. And to see things that maybe Kane misses, you know. And not saying Kane ain't a great defensive coordinator, because he is, but sometimes fresh eyes can see things that, you know, that people there in the moment miss, you know. But overall, do I think it's a reality that we go again? But I wouldn't. But from a standpoint of bringing somebody in to reiterate the standard or whatever, then yeah, I can see it.
For sure, Zach. Roll Tide, man. We got another call.
Roll Tide.
Yo.
Obi.
Yo. You're on the line with Coach Smook. Talk to me. What's your name?
Oh, it's Toby Watford. I've been trying to get a hold of you the best I can.
What's your name again?
Toby.
Kobe. Okay. Hey, we got Kobe on the line, y'all. Appreciate you jumping in the game with Coach Smook, man. What's on your mind, man? Jeremy Pruitt, news leaking. I'm breaking it as far as it having legs. Some realistic. We got confirmation of some contact, and I guarantee you're going to see more people talk about it later on today. I guarantee it. But talk to me, man. What's your thoughts on this situation?
Man, I think the defense is in a good spot.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. And somebody noted on it earlier in a comment that we don't need to change anything. Bend, don't break, and it's working.
Mm-hmm.
Our defense has played well enough for us to be undefeated.
I agree, man. And like you said, I don't think we need to change anything. But like I said, just based off what we've seen from Pruitt, man, he's not an easy coach to coach with. Even Coach Saban talked about some of their spats. You know, he's bold enough to stand up to Coach Saban. You think he's going to have that same level of respect for Kane Wommack? And I'm not saying it's disrespect or anything. It's just he's a proven defensive mind in his phase of coaching college football and being a defensive coordinator in that era. And it might present some issues in that locker room, on the staff.
For sure. The continuity is where it needs to be defensively. We need to be worried about that offense.
Right. That's what I said. I said before we even, extend any type of position or open up a position for anything on defense, let's go ahead and transition away from Coach Cap. If we're going to make a realistic push to try to bring Scott Huff back to this staff, let's do that. But also let's bring in a SEC tenured offensive line coach for the recruiting, for the development phase of things, right? But we need that. I think Coach DeBoer's staff has benefited when he's had some extensive minds around him as far as position coaches to assist his play callers. That's what he had at Washington. I talked about Coach Ingles being one of his assistants on the defensive side, and Chuck Morrell being a play caller on the defensive side. Morrell didn't have an extensive play calling experience as a coordinator, but he had experienced Ingles as a position coach and assistant coordinator with him.
Yeah.
And then you surround him with other young minds that are coming up with the new philosophies that match your offensive scheme. I don't think what Jeremy Pruitt wants to do defensively matches what Kalen DeBoer needs for this offense to have more opportunities to be more efficient.
No, the defense plays really opportunistic, and it's a lot different than how Georgia plays ball. And I don't get me wrong, the Georgians come into their own, but they look really good against us because, the offense, and it's just regressed so bad.
Facts.
And I can't put my finger on it. I'm not a coach, but the quarterback looks uncomfortable.
He does, man. And a lot of it is self-implied. Is brought on by his own actions. I don't like the narrative of Ryan Grubb is not helping him. Well, I understand in those moments late in the game when we put ourselves in position to have to force some of these situations that we're seeing not execute at a high level. You got to think, in the first quarter against Auburn, Ryan Grubb calls the deep ball shot and Ty Simpson overthrows Jeremy Bernard. Jeremy Bernard had the DB beat by 2 steps. All you had to do was lay it out there, give him a little air for him to run up under it, and you overthrew it. And that one play kept the momentum of the game in favor of Auburn. You're on the road. You got to be able to capitalize that. Clean pocket, no pressure, nobody at his feet. that affects the momentum of the game and the style of play calling. Well, I can't blame Grub for saying, all right, this worked in the first quarter when we got this look at this spot of the field. I want to try to throw it at him again, and this is the wrinkle to help Ty Simpson. Well, if Ty Simpson not paying attention because the first time he got that look, he got to have the sense to say, well, they got beat on this look last time. Maybe he's going to overplay it. Now I need to go to my check down as quick as possible so we catch him off guard. Like, these are momentum things that we haven't seen from the quarterback. 4 seconds, average of 3.7 seconds in the pocket on completed passes, average of 3.1 seconds in the pocket on sacks over the season. 13 games, we got to have better quarterback play. It doesn't fall anywhere else. Until we get more efficient quarterback play, we can't say it's the play calling or the offensive line. Final thoughts with Jeremy Pruitt and, like you said, the offensive line, everything, offense, execution going forward. Got a minute, brother.
Okay. I've noticed too, and this is really telling when Jam Miller's not in the ball game. He's comfortable with Jam Miller back there.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, when's the last time we've seen a wheel route that we used to tear people up with last year?
Jam Miller and Jam Miller and Jalen Miro. The JM wheel, that's something we could count on against athletic fronts.
And I feel so bad for Jam. He's just been beat up so much, and I just feel like he's wasted a year, and it's not his fault, but he's a really good player, and people kind of sleep on him a little bit. But you saw that first quarter of that Auburn game. He was toting folks down the field.
Yep. And really got away from it that game too early, in my opinion. I know we ended up, being able to score on those drives, but I think you could have had at least 150 plus total from your running back room in the Auburn game if you just lean on it with some pace. I think we get too slow when we run the ball with our play calling. I think we could pace it up a little bit more and get a lot more success. But I appreciate you for calling in, my guy. Thank you for calling in. My guy, Kobe in the chat, man. Kobe, can I get a roll tide from you and put me in the game, coach?
Put me in the game, coach. Roll tide, baby. Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. Y'all give it up for my guy, Kobe. Phone line is open, 334-625-1121. Y'all, we're going to start that back up, especially for my first-time callers, man. I want y'all to have some energy. I appreciate Kobe. That was direct. That was hot, man. Straight up take. I'm with him. I don't think the Pruitt hire would be the best thing. I don't think it hurts either. If we don't get him, oh well. I think we're doing good in recruiting. I don't think Jeremy Pruitt can go anywhere right now and turn the program around. I just don't. Not in the SEC. Who's suffering really bad in the SEC right now? Auburn already made their hire. I mean, Auburn could go get him as a defensive coordinator, and we could see how that works out for them. But I think they're good with DJ Durkin right now. Durkin and Golish together, that's going to be a dangerous duo to deal with for the next few years. Right? DJ Durkin's still at Auburn. I don't think they're going to let him go. They paid him pretty good to stay there. Kevin Riley playing this game, he should be. He got hurt right before the SEC championship game, tweaked something right before the game, but he should be back. And I seen a user on TikTok talking about the LT Overton situation. I want you to know that LT situation is not an injury. It's a day-to-day sickness he's dealing with. It just has to be monitored. And right now it's looking like he's not getting better. So prayers up for LT, whatever the situation is, the particulars, the medical records the medical report has not been officially produced. You got message board rumors out there. I won't put my name next to those message board rumors. I just know that there's an illness that he's been dealing with for the past 3 weeks and is not getting better. So prayers up for the young man. I don't even care to find out exactly what it is. I just want everybody to keep him in your prayers. So shout out to the TikTok chat. He said, Coach, do we see a new QB at some point on Friday? You would know more than any of us. Why you think that Hovey Watford says I would know more than anybody else? I tell you this. At yesterday's practice, there were different periods in practice, right? And the phone line is open. 334-625-1121 is open conversation. But the topic of conversation is Jeremy Pruitt coming back. Is that a plus, or does it help or does it hurt Alabama football program? Jeremy Pruitt coming back, does it help or does it hurt the program? And shout out to everybody that's been donating this month for the month of December. All of our shout out to our co-sponsors, man, the December co-sponsors of the stream. And I'm going to read them as they come across the screen. We got Miles Smith, that direct dono, Javorce Fuller, direct dono, man. We appreciate each every one of y'all for donations. Mary Kay, Pat, Deborah, Sully, Zach, Walter Roberts, Adrian, and there's more. We're going to get y'all called out here on the show here.
Call from Fear of Flying Recording.
Yo, big homie, you in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to me, my boy. What's up, man? It sound like you far away from the phone. You in the car?
Yeah, I'm in the truck right now.
Uh-oh.
I had somebody to say about Coach Pruitt.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I think we can hear you good. Can y'all hear Big Homie good? Go ahead, Big Homie.
I hope y'all can hear me. I don't think it hurts us, or I don't think it helps us. But when, like you said, you bring like that Tom said big deal, so you bring a championship. He know what it takes to win a championship. He bring that defense coordinator experience and that head coach experience also. But like you said, we need that on the offensive side. I feel like our defense is pretty good.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. I think Pruitt, give you a different look for our defense. Something they can tighten up on. You like to tell us something like that. But I don't think it hurts us or benefits us neither.
100%. So if y'all didn't hear him clearly, he said having Pruitt on staff, it definitely would help as far as possibly getting the just giving an extra look on defensive adjustments, things of that. But as far as him play calling, that's not what you want to bring him back for. Is that what you were saying, Big Homie?
Correct.
Yeah. So and I agree. If you want to bring somebody to pad your defensive staff, get some extra eyes, it's not crazy to see that. But I don't think Pruitt's coming to Bama in a analyst role. I don't think he'll accept that. He would definitely want to be on field involved, being able to be directly connected to recruiting, because that's what his strength was. I don't even think Pruitt was necessarily a great play caller. I think he thrived under Coach Saban for that era, that physical run game era, play action pass era, having your roster, your side of the ball stacked with, years and years of NFL talent. I think that's what we saw from Pruitt. But Big Homie, we got another call on the line. I appreciate you for calling in. Roll Tide, my brother. Yes, sir. Let's get another call on the line.
Call from
Anointed Game.
to accept.
Yo, what's up, man? You in the game with Coach Smook. What's your name?
What's up? It's Anointed Gaming, man.
Anointed Gaming is in the chat. Let's get him on the line, y'all. I had to give you a boo. What you been talking about, man? Anointed Gaming is in the chat. Y'all give him applause, man. What's up, brother? Talk to me, man.
Yo, I feel like I'm misunderstood. I'm not capping for Ty. I just wanted to add a little context to it.
Give me the context, man, because I can't accept no more context in week the round one of the playoffs at this point in the season. We've tried to give. Listen, I've been ridiculed for giving Ty context up until that doggone Vanderbilt game, and then after that, I just couldn't do it no more. I gave him context for 6 weeks. So, what more context can you add to it for me, Anointed Gaming? Talk to me.
Like Kobe was saying, like the drops can mess with, the rhythm of the offense. It can happen. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of passes, yes, he underthrew it, he overthrew it. And most of the deep balls, like that one to Bernard, I think that should have been another player for real. Like, he would have had a better chance with somebody faster like a Bach or even give Hell a chance at that.
Come on, man. Jalen Hell is a burner.
It's just situations like that. Yeah. But yeah, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? He missed a lot, man. Like, dude, that Georgia game, that solidified. I couldn't protect him in that second Georgia game, the SEC.
Yeah, man, and that's that's all I want to hear from the Ty. The Ty can't do no wrong supporters. Like that pick that he threw, that pick that he threw when he was targeting Horton. Not only was Horton open, but you also had LaShare Brooks open up on the post route over top of that dig that you tried to force.
He sure did.
I mean,
I was jumping up and down the TV.
I just knew that's where the ball was going. When he was looking down the middle of the field, that's one of them looks where you've seen Tua looking down the middle of the field, right? He drops back and his eyes are literally down the middle of the field because he's staring down the safety. And the moment he sees the safety head turn to a receiver and make a step in net, He knows where the ball needs to go. Ty got to anticipate and throw receivers open sometimes.
Yeah. That's more of his down the field stuff. And when I saw him start to miss those intermediate passes, I was like, dang, he's losing it. You know, and he started getting in his head.
Right.
You know, you can see his body language and stuff like that. You know, it's just me being optimistic in the chat, man. I ain't trying to.
Man, you know me. It ain't never personal.
I love your take, bro.
You know it ain't never personal with me, man. I got a different delivery, and I've been trying to change it. I've been doing this on my channel going on 2 years, and I can't change it, man. And I for some reason, as much as people complain about it, y'all love this shit. Excuse my friends, but I don't know what it is, and I be listening to myself sometimes when I can bear hear my voice, watch my lives back. I listen back. I be like, bro, I would cuss this dude out if I was. So I don't get mad. I don't get mad with it when y'all return. I promote and I encourage y'all to return the energy, man. Authenticity above all. I can take, and this is not about race or anything, but I can be closer with a person that says I'm a racist and I don't like this type of person or these group of people. I can deal with them better than somebody that's lying to me trying to be something that they're not. I can respect that person. I can hold them and honor them in whatever space they want to be held in because that's that authentic them. And I guarantee you, I will coexist with a racist before I could coexist with a fake Bama fan. I promise you I will. It's weird as it sounds. That's just how my mind works. So when it comes to fandom and us having debates and stuff, just be you, man. That's what brings the energy to the show. And I appreciate you for calling in. Final thoughts, man, as we get the phone line open back up. Jeremy Pruitt, you ain't say that about Jeremy Pruitt, though. You ain't say that about Jeremy Pruitt. Talk about the Jeremy Pruitt thing.
I was a big Jeremy Pruitt guy when he first came in. And I loved how the energy he brought with the linebackers because it kind of reminded me, like I'm talking about like his fire with the linebackers, not like his coach or anything, because I know he bumped heads with Saban.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
You know, the egos was crazy, but I can see him in a very, minuscule role, with that defense, kind of building on what we already have. But like you said, if we don't get him, we'll be just fine. We just reload and get these boys, right, man. It's a new day, man. And I understood that it's a new day, I know people get hyped, oh, he's the former Saban guy, but yeah, man, we do need to move on, man. We need to look. The game is changing, bro. It's changing before our eyes. For real.
It is, man, and I'm glad you said it. I'm glad a lot of people have kind of, are starting to see that, man, because if we execute at a high level both times against Glenn Schumann's defense and Kirby Smart, that Saban tree philosophy, if we execute, even last year with Milroe, we saw the potential for that defensive scheme to just be handled. And that's what I got into a debate with Shawty, and I hate that my boys didn't help me follow it up. The first game in Athens, we should have won that game by 3 possessions.
Dude.
Like, for real, that defensive scheme, that philosophy of trying to have the bigger guys up front and put them in space is not going to help. Winning and playing gap contain is not – you're not going to be efficient in it. You really have to have the talent and the size difference, and that's not a factor in college football anymore with NIL and portal. But I appreciate you for calling in and Noisy Gaming. And yeah, man, keep your same energy in the chat, man. Share your thoughts. That's what we here for. Y'all give it up for Noisy Gaming in the chat. Roll Tide, my brother.
Roll Tide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate them, man. Y'all give it up for them. One more time for everybody in the chat, man. We got 1,700 people in the chat, man. We got 1,600 on Twitter, 101 on YouTube. Thank y'all for running up the likes, man. And what we got? We got a viewer on Twitch. We got 2 on Twitch. Well, we had 2. Somebody just dipped out on Twitch. They probably coming to YouTube so they comment could be seen. But appreciate y'all for tapping into the stream. We got time for one more call, man, at the hour and 24-minute mark here on the Coach Smook Network. Let me get into the comments. I seen my producers back there. I'm gonna take the wheel real quick. I seen some star comments, some things that I want to acknowledge. Somebody said, the Bama Boy David says, DeBoer has improved, won an extra game this season and reached the SEC championship in his second year, just like Saban. So this means he'll win the Natty next season, just like Saban. I won't say that means that, but we are trending in the right direction. And then he followed up. He said, let Pruitt work behind the scenes, work himself back into the facts, 100%. That's literally what I said. Benzino, appreciate your super chats. I forgot we had some more super chats come in. Benzino Effect came in and said the 199 super chat. He had two of them, two 199 super chats. And then Davis Lewis Love comes in with a question with a super chat. Appreciate the super chats. Give them applause. Give those super chats an applause there, Jordan. Any word on Julio Jones joining the staff? That's probably the furthest thing from happening right now. Now, if you see Julio on campus a lot, working with players in practice, that doesn't mean he's on staff. They've opened the door to alumni to come in and be a part of what this team is doing, especially when they're not coming in and being a distraction. Julio has been there on and off. You hear the receivers talk about their interactions with Julio during some of their practices or their workouts, their off-season things. I do wish that more alumni would make themselves available in that phase in the offseason. Like, let's get the guys together. As far as team continuity, the teams that are winning these college football playoff games and going to the national championship, they have a certain continuity and togetherness. It's past the field, man. And the teams, the more players you can get that don't care about, how many snaps they get, they just, whenever they snap, they time come, those are the teams that's winning. And a lot of those teams that are doing that, they have their alumni heavily involved. Alabama better take notice. And those are small factors in program differences, like the level of program production that you can pay attention to. But good question there. I haven't heard anything verbatim about Julio. I've heard, I've seen the calls for Antonio Carter, our former AC. I don't think he's going to be a likely target in the wide receiver hunt. I don't think an alumni coach, a coach that's from the alumni, is going to be targeted to be a part of the staff. And I don't blame him. I've seen more dislike and discrediting from our former players when it came to this staff than support. I've seen, and I'm not saying that none of them support. A lot of Saban era players have been discrediting this staff, questioning every move, talking about what it was like during their tenure. Julio's not one of those guys, but you got a lot of guys that do that, and I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it, especially imagine being like a letterman holder for the University of Alabama. I couldn't imagine having the ability to walk around and say that I represent the University of Alabama, the Crimson Tide on the field, and everything that comes behind me, my legacy behind me, I'm criticizing how bad it is compared to what I'm doing. You got guys that never played in the SEC championship trying to tell people about the Bama standard, right? Or guys that had one winning season in their 4 years on campus during their time at Bama trying to talk about the Bama standard. Get out of here, man. Great call, Anointed Roll Tide. Yeah, Kobe, you want some of that Ty Simpson smoke too? I got a good I have a niche for pulling that fair weather fandom out of folks, man. Roll Tide, man. Anointed, you could always call back. Yes, I saw that Jarvis happy for him. What about talking about Ruggs? On a happier note, Henry Ruggs got his degree from Alabama recently. Yeah, 100%, man. Give it up for Henry Ruggs. Continue to fight, man. Unfortunate situation. I know I talked about that when it happened, man. That situation, I wasn't even doing content for real, I don't think, when it happened. I just talked about it on the live on Facebook, and I just expressed my sincere condolences for the young lady and that dog and their family, but also for Henry Ruggs, man, and his family, man. I remember I used to be able to see Ruggs' brother like every other day when I first moved back down here. Not this year, but when that happened, when I used to come to Montgomery. His family, real close to the family. He went to Lee, that's right here he grew up in the area that I live in right now. So it wasn't crazy to see his brother, man. And when that happened, man, it hit the city of Montgomery a different way. Because Ruggs was never a thug. He was never running the streets. I mean, he was just an athlete from the time you heard his name. You knew he was a super athlete. Y'all got my camera over here looking crazy, and y'all ain't saying nothing to me. Let me fix it. Got me over here looking like Piano Man. Let me stop. I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. That's my intrusive thoughts. But here, right after the infomercial break, man, we're going to close the phone lines. Phone line is now closed at the hour, 30-minute mark. Continue to stick around, man. We're going to have a closeout conversation. I'm going to jump in the comments. Run the comments up. This is the last comment I've seen right here, and then we're going to talk about it. If Womack left today, I guarantee you the board would get Pruitt today 100% if Womack left. But if Womack is there, why go and do that? We're going to open up the comments. So if you see this comment right now above you, make sure You comment your questions and thoughts below this so that we can acknowledge them. We will acknowledge all comments. So, Jordan, go ahead and clear your star comments out. Mary J, when we come back from the infomercial break to close out the show, we'll jump into the comments. All right. Appreciate y'all for supporting the Coach Smook Network. And once again, shout out to our sponsors, Walk On Sports Bistro, for supporting the Coach Smook Network. Also, our clothing apparel company that we've partnered with, Yarn, Urban Streetwear, and Apparel. We haven't got the infomercial uploaded yet, but we will be sharing more of their product here on the network. And also, make sure y'all go check out the merch, Coach Smook Network merch. We're going to leave that QR code up for the rest of the stream. Y'all go check it out, man. The sales, we only sold 3 items last month, which was awesome because I sure didn't promote it. Honestly, I forgot we had merch. I had an issue with my order. They gave me my money back. I haven't pressed because I know what the situation was with, where I ordered mine from. So I wanted it a certain way. They didn't have the material I wanted. So I'm going to hold off on it. But y'all go check it out. A lot of quality stuff. We want to do an overhaul of product distribution coming into the spring of next year as we travel and cover recruiters. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. But if you're not a member of the AAA family, you need to do so by joining the AAA family here on the Coach Smook Network. And shout out to Walk-Ons and all of our other sponsors here on the Coach Smook Network. Check it out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
When you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Chat, I appreciate y'all for tapping in once again. It's your boy, Coach Smook, man, here on the Coach Smook Network. And as always, man, make sure as you come in or as you're leaving out, make sure you hit that thumbs up button before you get up out of here. But we're going to leave y'all today with the presser from yesterday's Zoom and press conference, post-practice press conference. We're actually about to get off here and get prepped to go into the press conference for today. As you all know, members only live, man. We'll have some access for y'all once again today. Jap in, you want to know what it is? Become a member of the AAA family. Join the Coach Smook Network. You'll see what the other members were privy to. If you join now, you can go and rewatch the 30-minute live from yesterday. So we'll be providing that for you all again today. And shout out to every platform for tapping in today. Shout out to TikTok for all the love. We got comments in the chat. Let's hit some of these comments before we get out of here. I got a few star comments. I'm going to holler at y'all real quick. Shout out to my guy, Benzino, with the 199 super chat once again. Thank you for that one, man, 100%. Thank you, Jordan, my boy. The biggest pro I can see with getting Pruitt outside of off fields looks is if Womack is being considered for another job. Facts. That's all I said. I said if we're going to go get Jeremy Pruitt, it has to be something about Kane Womack possibly leaving. I told you about the Ole Miss opportunity opening up for him, possibly being a realistic push, being that he has those ties with his father being a former defensive coordinator there. But I think even David Womack likes having this space of where he can be around the facility and be there on game days and kind of be an advisor, advise his son on game days. I love it for him. Any word on Auburn wide receiver Cam Coleman? I keep telling people, Auburn fans, calm down. Cam's not going anywhere. Cam's not going anywhere. Having a bad year and still made the playoff. Bama fans really don't know what a bad year is. Facts, WM22150 on TikTok. He said something real there. Y'all Bama fans need to learn what a bad year is. 9-win season is not a bad year. 10-win season is not a bad year. Friday going to be a great game. Can't wait. My boy Adrian tapping in. Grub needs to get Ty started in the quick passing game early to build his confidence, bubble screens, quick slants, etc. And then eventually we can hit more of those longer developing pass routes. We've seen that. We've seen Ty miss on the quick slants. We've seen Ty make the wrong reads on the RPO. Y'all keep talking about what Grubb needs to do. I need Ty to complete a pass. I need Ty to throw a catchable ball in traffic or through traffic. I need Ty to throw a receiver open. I have no more excuses for Ty. All y'all keep talking about what Grubb need to do. If the play calls that Grubb was calling early in the season and the adjustments he was making was putting us in winning position, every time we find ourselves in a bad spot on the offensive side, it hasn't been because the run game isn't working, right? We've seen where the run game hasn't been explosive. We've handled those games effectively, right? We've handled them decisively. It's got to be the quarterback play. The difference between our wins and losses when our run game isn't working or when the play calling isn't right is the quarterback play. Quarterback play has to be consistent. It's not. Stop making excuses for him. Sorry. Tennis Girl 25 says, Pruitt coming back. Did Womack leave? No, it's not. That's not the case. And it is not 100% that Pruitt's coming back, but we do have confirmation from our sources that contact has been made. We've been talking about this since early this morning. We were trying to go live before some of the other pundits started seeing it, and we wanted to stay live because it seemed like when we go live and with some breaking news or some rumor stuff, then everybody else all of a sudden picks up on it later in the day, and then all of a sudden I don't know what I'm talking about because I was the first one to break it, and they wait till other developments and other sources try to confirm their fake news, and they stack it to make it feel real, and that's what they react to. So we just wanted to come live and break it first and talk about the conversation as it's developing, like we did with Ryan Grubb. I remember last year, chat. Oh my God. Can I go pull it up real quick? Let me see if I can pull up the Ryan Grubb video from last year. Y'all remember y'all remember Twitter? I see y'all over there. It's 2K of y'all on Twitter. All the Twitter haters that say I don't got no inside scoop or nothing, I'm about to go to YouTube and show y'all something about this Ryan Grubb situation. This video I did about Ryan Grubb. Coach Smook, Ryan Grubb. Here we go. Let me see. Where was this? 7 months ago. Okay, here it is. Listen, chat, and I'm gonna put the link. Oh man, y'all about to laugh at this. Don't laugh too hard. Dang, my hair was short. Oh, this was 7 months ago, chat. This was 7 months ago, y'all. All right, check this out. Let's rewatch this while we on the way out, chat. Give me a second. I'm gonna put this on the screen for y'all. Y'all, this is funny. I'm about to laugh my ass off with this. All right, let's check it out. Let's see. Let me stop the music. All right, let's react to this chat. This is a live stream from when I broke the Ryan Grubb news. I just want to give y'all a sense of what happened last year. Can y'all hear the audio? Let me know if y'all can hear the audio. That boy was acting a fool.
Yo, what's good, everybody? How y'all feeling? Come on, run it up in the chat. Let's go, get it up. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Roll Tide, everybody. I knew everybody was gonna pull up. See, y'all know where to come for the real source, right? Y'all know where to come. Y'all know we've been talking about this for a while now. Y'all don't mind the setup. I was literally headed back to headquarters, right? Because we got to make some adjustments at headquarters for our work this week. But we could not come to this. We could not. Can y'all hear me good? Please tell me y'all can hear me good. Please tell me y'all can hear me good. Please tell me y'all can hear me good.
Got to do a link check real quick.
I'm gonna let this get by, especially after the. Come on, AAA family. Y'all know the type of crap we went through on social media when Ryan Grubb didn't sign the day after he was fired, and everybody's like, "What happened to the Grubb information? What happened to the Grubb information?" Y'all remember that?
Hold on, chat.
Y'all remember that?
Link check. Y'all see them bangs, them dreads, them locks in the front was stopping at the middle of the forehead. Look at them now. We barely can see. We barely can see now. Don't talk about me if you don't know. This has been a struggle.
Come on, man. I don't care how the background look at anything right now, man. We are locked in. Come on, man. Talk to me. Talk to me, Chad. What's good?
So check this out, man. I just wanted to show y'all that was when Ryan Grubb got announced as the offensive coordinator. We did a live probably 2 weeks before that. Then we did another one 2 days before that to tell them when to expect the announcement. Everybody called me a liar and then showed up. I'm talking about this Jeremy Pruitt situation with the same source. I'm following it as it develops. Y'all want to continue to have that information? Continue to support the Coach Smook Network and support by subscribing, liking, and sharing the content. If you think that you want, if you feel like you want to be ahead of the news, if you find with having the news at the same time as everybody else, by all means, be on that side and be a regular subscriber. But definitely think about becoming a member of the AAA family if you want to stay ahead of the news, man. And support the Coach Smook Network. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, man, when you see me in the streets, holla at me.
Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
And I will catch y'all on the next one. Be blessed, everybody. Thank y'all for supporting. Shout out to all the likes on the YouTube side. We made it to 101 likes. Thank y'all for y'all support. With 113 likes. I'm tripping. I can't read today. Thank y'all for the 103 likes here on the Coach Smook Network. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm telling y'all, man, we don't do this without y'all. Shout out to every member. Shout out to our sponsors. And with that being said, y'all be blessed and roll Tide, roll. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Love y'all.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
I mean, today's Monday, but
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
just got off the practice field, having to coach those receivers a little bit more and help out. I'm a little more winded than normal. So, just a couple things. Just we're back to work. Had some great practices at the end of the last week. Guys had graduation. I have to make a note, 37 guys that got their degrees that are on our football team, 26 new players that have a degree. And so super proud of that. We worked our schedule on Saturday around that. Some had a practice later, actually got underneath the lights, was really good. And then got back to work again yesterday with some meetings and such. And then today, more of a full practice. You can try to talk me into today's Monday, but Tuesday in our world because of a Friday game. And so again, getting ready for that. And Coach Venables and Oklahoma a very good football team here for a reason, and a 10-2 record. Just they play team football like it's meant to be played, and we know we're going to go into an environment that's going to be rowdy. It's going to be a great atmosphere. Our guys got to be ready for that, and I feel like we've been prepared, through the SEC schedule that we've been on here all season. So, got a few more days. We got to keep stacking practices, but really excited about the progress and like the direction it's headed.
Coach, let's start with Nick.